morning. Check, check. Check, 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 check. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I don't know if this is working or not. I hope it's working. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to another coding not so everyday until I get a job. This is day 162. We're gonna continue with this. Yay. Probably console error, but realistically, we're just gonna use console log anyway. um, I think it's gonna be reference error because it is not declared yet and it's not hoisted, unlike the function. Would be type error, I think, because yeah, what is the finally block? It's exit the code, only execute if there's an error. No, always executes because yeah, what would be the result? It's gonna be range error. The debugger. I think that one. I think. What is watcher? Nice. Okay, so the next one is regex. I don't know. Should we learn? I think for the regex, let's just do some of the basic because I don't think we need to go too deep. But ooh, palindrome checker. Okay, but using regex, that's interesting. Are you in Epstein? What? Oh my god. Okay. Special syntax to create pattern. The test method accepts a string, which is the string to test for matches against the regular expression. Hmm. Okay, that's actually pretty nice. Notice how the first three string return true. Match returns the match array for the string. What's a match array? Well, let's take a look. If we run this, we get an array back. Bro, did not say no. I don't know, man. I hope not. Like, why would I be in there? What for? Boolean. What happened when you use the match method on a string that doesn't contain a match? It's gonna be null. Yeah. What is this question, guys? No, no, I don't. I don't think I would be there. I don't think I was. I was in school, bro. What are you talking about? No, no, don't. Okay, that is weird. Why is it stopping? So, okay, because the regulation is now case insensitive, the all lowercase or positive testing also work for string, within it makes the uppercase and lowercase. Good for other flags. The G flag or will fire unless you're going to match pattern more than once. Let's see how it affects our code. Notice how we keep the I flag and the regular expression can use multiple flags. Groups and forward is making software a string that should be passing fail. While the global internal makes a regulation stateful, this means it keeps track of where it has previously matched a pattern. So when it matches the particular string, it remembers that it found a match string at index 0. If it doesn't start at index 0, knows it found a match at index 0. So even though it is a different string, it starts from the end of the index. Then, because it fails to find a match, it loses its states and starts following back to 0. Okay, this is confusing. When a regular expression is global, it has a new property called last index. Okay. I don't know if it's what on your agenda today. More, yes, more JavaScript. Until I'm tired. Wow, okay. So the caret at the beginning of regular string says match of the string. The dollar sign regular says at the end of the match. Okay, take a moment to compare the output to the right. So as long as the n with like p, I think. How is this true? N test start test. Okay, this is confusing. How come okay, the start is correct, but okay. See how they start anchor only matches the beginning of the string and the end anchor only matches at the end of the string. But what about matching across multiple lines? Is in there on its own line, it fails both tests. If by default anchors look for the beginning and end of the entire string. Multiple lines with M flag. Or a multi-line identifier. That is gonna be hard to remember. Start anchor matches the beginning of the line, the end of the matches the end of the line. Finally, you have the D flag, which or indices expands the information you get. So it's just find the index of the precoding. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Okay, understand. This property is an array of two numbers. The first is the Unicode modifier U. This is to allow it to match special Unicode characters. You'll learn more about character classes in future, but the U flag gives you access to special character to match most emoji. Oh, cool. Yes, there's another global, but the biggest one is the global. But the sticky regular expression return null and reset line is to 0. Single line modifier. Okay. Huh, okay. gonna be true. This is gonna be false, and this is gonna be false. So it's true, false, false. Oh, that is actually would work. So it's true, false, true. When would you not want to use the global flag? Is it that one? Okay, correct. How can you match and replace all? Oh my god, is this like one of those like Vim? Vim uses regular expression so that it can like switch stuff. Is it? Let's learn how to match and replace all occurrences of a pattern in a string. String frequent is the best way of frequent cam. Const match string match regex. Const replace string replaced, and the result is so if we add the global and it's gonna change it to both, right? It work. Our replace call replace all the lowercase in our match method, match both of them. What's interesting here is that when you use the global modifier with match, you lose the extra information about capture groups. Thankfully, 2019 ECMAScript brought us updates to method match all and replace all. Like their singular counterparts, this method accepts a string or regular expression. Subject argument string replace. But unlike the previous method, replace all and match all will throw an error if you give them unlike the previous method, we'll throw na 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 na, and our result good news. Our replace all work exactly as we wanted. It replace all occurrences. To be not gonna lie, I am so confused. I don't know. Uh okay, I get the match stuff, but like okay, suddenly there's this, there's that. Okay, what does it say? It's done, it's still false. Let's go the third time. But why is the value undefined? Well, as it turns out, the matcher alter is lazy. It doesn't find all of your matches at once, so it finds the matcher and you tell it by calling next. I don't know, should we just skip it? Not gonna lie, I'm not. Maybe if I'm working with some I don't know, man. Yeah, maybe like spam filter, palindrome check, something like this. It would be important, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe you can just skip it, or is it actually quite important? Okay, this is getting a bit complex. I think it's, yeah. This, especially this one, I've seen this pattern almost all the time, especially when you like email validation or like input validation that it needs to just equal characters, or input validation that only needs numbers. So I think it's actually important to learn this, but I don't think you need to memorize everything, right? Because this is the W. What does the character, no, except line breaks, it's a dot. What does the character class watch? It's the any letter number underscore. It's the word. How would you create a custom character class that matches any uppercase or lowercase? This is if you mix digits and number. And this is by including upper. Okay, Azaza. Okay, Azaz. Cool. Okay, I'm not gonna remember any of this, but that's fine. Ooh, okay. This is. Oh, that's why website uses this. Okay, so a lot of the string like manipulation stuff can be definitely make it easier using regular expression. just gonna answer. When using a look behind, so this is gonna match four number. Okay, so yeah, this is actually useful. Yeah, if it's like a pin code, if it's like password, I think password matching or like email format, something like that would really benefit using regular expression, right? Nice to meet you again. Hey, I have another question for backend, Node.js, Django, or Spring Boot. Um, between JavaScript, Python, and Java, which one are you most comfortable and enjoy working? Because for me, I've only tried Node. I've tried three of them, but it was because one, it was for like a experiment and it was like for learning. And the other one is for like a lab work that I need to do in Django. For the Node, I use Node as like the runtime, but for like the framework, I've tried Express before on Node, but I didn't really get into deep and doesn't use it for anything serious. It's for like learning purposes. And if you are proficient or you are very comfortable or you really like Python, Django is definitely your choice because Django, I was using Django, but it was my friend that mainly construct all the back end. I only like help a little bit. So yeah. So between Node, Django, and for Spring Boot, I tried to make a Spring Boot project, but that was for like an interview, but I failed because I wasn't really comfortable or I didn't really understand Java that well. But um, which one has more opportunities? Okay, so this is based on my. This is only okay. So the thing is, you need to take this with a grain of salt or a lot of salt or like it's just an informed decision only based on my experience, especially here in Germany. A lot of job searching, a lot of the opening position that is I saw and available revolves around the big three. And the big three is C sharp, PHP, and Java. I don't know why, but Germany still have a lot of position for C sharp, PHP, and Java. So if you want to like work here, I think you should learn and master Java and Spring Boot. But this is back again and ties again like Node uses JavaScript or TypeScript, Django uses Python, and Spring Boot uses Java. So it's going to be like which out of these languages and tooling and uh like environment or like the overall experience of you writing the code and your understanding and your I don't know, at least like your knowledge about the each languages also really gonna depends on which framework you should learn because for me I'm not very good at Java, but Spring Boot has a lot of opportunities. So it's kind of like, okay, maybe I should learn Spring Boot in Java. But then again, I kind of want to focus on JavaScript more because I can be flexible in the sense that the front end and back end could be the same language. But then again, back again, it's up to you. No, 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 it's okay. Okay, for the Middle East market, I am not sure because I haven't done much research about the Middle East market. So I think you need to look for yeah, you need to look much more or do more research because to be honest, I'm not entirely sure about the Middle East one, which like languages or technologies that they prefer or use. But in Germany, here during my job search, the tech stack that a lot I see a lot of companies still uses is C sharp, PHP, and Java, which I'm quite conflicted to be honest because at the same time after seeing all those like job applications I kind of want to learn the either C sharp, PHP, or Java, but then yeah, I'm still like, I really still wanted to be very, very fucking good at JavaScript because I still want to do the front end and back end. So yeah, but I think the thing is, I really want to make something that functions and looks good. So mainly in the front end, but of course, at some point, I really need to consider the back end as well. But yeah, at least from my experience, seeing a lot of the job search here in Germany, a lot of positions still revolves around like C sharp, PHP, and Java, which is, I feel like I was studying JavaScript wrong. I was like, I feel like, oh, maybe I should just do PHP or Java, but I'm already in too deep here and I really don't mind. I feel like, the more challenge it is, but yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, but I think it's really gonna be depends on which language you're most comfortable in doing. Even though yes, Java still really dominates it. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Like agree. I think I'm really really interested in like the big three: C sharp, PHP, Java. But then I don't know. What do you guys think? The thing is, the reason that I really want to focus on Java is because I want to focus more on the front end side. But at the same time, there's not really that much front end role, and all the AI already like getting good at JavaScript anyways. So I feel like my edge would be if I'm particularly good at design and implementing them. So I think I mentioned that I really want to start making websites again, more like landing pages, things like that that converts that kind of things. So I think in the upcoming few weeks I want to do that besides doing this. Getting into more of the artistic and design again because yeah, I guess I should really up my design skill again while my my with my engineering and dev side because I think that's what I really want or like what aiming for. So something that has creative but also a little bit of engineering. So I don't know what do you guys think? Maximum alone, you must also set minimum. Okay, this pattern is still very confusing. I think because I've never really used regular expression willingly. It's either like already a pattern set or like oh it's already bundled with this like forms component or something like that. But I think yeah, I can understand why regular expression is very important, especially like text editor. I mean in Vim you can like switch text easily, commands and things like that. So I think yeah. So I feel like at least I kind of understand a little bit. True. This is false because it doesn't include any letter. This is true because it has letter and numbers. This is true because it has numbers only. Okay, I don't. Oh, it's the length of the. Okay, it's the length of the maximum. Oh yeah. Okay, it's also the maximum length. The 7-digit identifier because there's another 6-digit maximum. Yeah. Okay, that's for the length. Okay, or pattern allows for a single optional letter. The asterisk. Oh my god. Okay, so that's why there's always an asterisk. There's a caret. There's this, that. Okay. Now we have successfully matched an identifier. But yeah, for Rohaib, I think since you are young and like it's not that I'm that old, bro. Okay. But I think you can just try and explore and learn which programming language or which framework or libraries or like which like stack that you like and be very good at that. Wait, what is the plus for? Okay. Ooh, okay. We have the plus. It's gonna match how much the O's, right? Okay. Wow. Okay, you can do that. The dollar sign followed the number to capture the group use. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, I'm not gonna remember this at all. Let's see any emoji that we can search. I think it's time for a change to your channel. Okay, I am definitely not gonna remember any of this or what it says or what are like the pattern. First, we need to separate them with our wild card. I agree. Good luck. I'll talk to you later. No worries. I don't think I'm also gonna do any of the practice, or even though I think the I don't know, should I? How do you create a name capturing group in a regular expression? Name pattern. In a replace method, how would you reference the first capturing group? That. What is the purpose of an uncapturing group? I don't know. This is probably gonna be wrong. Oh, yeah, there we go. The other two is already correct. No? What? Yes, okay, sorry. Okay, that's done, but should I do the workshop? I mean, like, you're going to. Okay, it's 32 steps though. Holy, okay. You know, let's do it. It's fine. Uh, oh, we're at 400 right now. I think last week we were on like 200 something, so we're almost like 50% here. So actually, that's motivating. So let's do it. Enter a phrase to check if it will be marked as spam or not. False. Okay, so how would the okay. I think it's gonna be repeating, right? Something like that would be spam. What's considered a spam then? And do some simple search in Vim. Yeah, that's why I think I've done this before. Although like from YouTube, but yeah. Do you use it a lot in day-to-day work? Or it depends? Because if not, then it's okay, let's do it. Okay, fine, let's do it. Okay, so we already have the styles and everything, so that's good. Okay. To begin the project, retrieve the message input, result message, and check message button elements from the HTML document. Const message input equals to document dot query selector, or get element by ID, I guess. They are both get element by ID. I know we don't really need the hashtag, but it's okay. It's okay, right? What the? Did I do something wrong? What is the difference? That's actually reggae as well. Barely. Okay, or escape a wild card. What else? At most, I have find and replace script for current files. Something like s target replace. Yeah, I've seen this before. Like, I think I wrote it in my Obsidian for like, yeah. Same, I use regex one moment. I need to build regex. So basically, brute forcing them. I just really need to find instances in a file. I'm just gonna look up regex so I can copy paste. Since we're generally fine with that. Of course. Okay, so I don't really need to focus too much time on this then. Okay, because I think if I'm not mistaken, I wrote. Okay, no, I didn't. Never mind. Vim? Oh yeah, it's here. I think I wrote it. Movement, intermediate movement, undo, redo, delting bracket, second whole. Oh yeah, this one, right? In the command, like to find and replace using this regex. Yeah, okay. At least I can at least see. Oh, if I see you some weird letters of stuff, so I would know that it would be a regex. Do you use like the inner text equals to empty, or do you use like text content empty, or like what's like the play here? Can I check if an element in the DOM has a value or not? I'm trying to put an if statement, and if not sure if my approach is correct. The getElementID method returns an element object that you can use to interact with the element. If the element is not found, null is returned. In case of an input element, the value property of the object contains the string. By using the fact that the operator short circuits and that both null and the empty strings are considered falsy, we can combine the checks for element existence and presence of value data as follow. Okay, so we can do this. Yay. Thank you, Stack Overflow. So it turns out it's not dead, you know? See, there's 6,000 people. Sorry, it's scoping, I know. Ready, write what you want to achieve just in a comment in plain English. Yes. Sorry. Yeah. I mean, like, that's what I want. Okay. If my input, I'm trying to show that your approach can be easier to develop if you put in simple words and then translate your notes. Okay. So if, okay, okay. But because you don't focalize, that, imagine what's in your head. It's just JavaScript. Okay. Okay, got it. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. Roger that. This works. Does that count? What? Keyboard. It's not. It's playing. Okay. I couldn't type anything. What? It works, but it doesn't pass the. Oh my god! It's doing it again. Oh god. I couldn't type. Okay, my keyboard's broken. I couldn't type. I don't know why. Uh, this is the first time. The keyboard stopped working. I tried both the laptop and the external keyboard. Doesn't. Okay. Okay. This is not the browser issue. This is hardware issue. What do you mean it doesn't work? What the fuck? What? What the fuck? You guys saw it was not working. Why is it working now? What? What the fuck? What? What? Okay. You know what? This. I'm. You saw. I typed my keyboard. I spam my keyboard. It doesn't work. What the? I was spamming my keyboard. It doesn't. What the fuck? It wants you to exit the function execution. So return out of it. Okay. What should I return? Like nothing? But it works, right? Okay. You know what? Okay, I have no fucking idea why it doesn't work. Create a spam function that exits. Maybe it's a sign. Even my keyboard doesn't want me to continue. Okay. What? Why is it suddenly? I don't understand, bro. I didn't. Okay, it adds it by its. You know what? It doesn't matter. Okay. Nice. Okay. Your first regular expression will be used to catch help requests. Declare a help regex variable and assign it to a regular expression that matches please help. Nice, thank you. We still have like 20 more steps to go, by the way. Regular expression can take flags to modify their behavior. For instance, the I flag can be used to make the expression ignore case, causing it to match hello, hello, and hello for the expression hello. Flags are added after the trailing slash and the I flag to your help regex. So this will make it case insensitive. Strings have .match method, which accepts a regular expression as an argument and determines if the string matches that expression. Update is spam to return the result of calling the .match method on message. Message.match passing help. I forgot. Do I need to? I forgot. Do I need to put it in a Curly braces or the help regex only? I forgot. Let's try. Let's do... What should I write, guys? Something mature. Cloudflare, please sponsor me. Check message. Cool. Okay, because we didn't really add any logic to it. Okay, nice. Instead of using match method, you can use the test method of a regular expression to test if a string matches the pattern. Unlike match, test returns a Boolean value indicating whether or not the string matches the pattern. For arrow function. Ah, okay. Okay. Update your isBand function to use the .test method on help regex the test is okay. I forgot. Is that oh, it's the opposite. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Sorry. And I am tired.
Starting narrator, scan, exiting narrator.
What? Why are you opening screen reader? What the? What? Sorry. I need to calm down. The alternate sequence can be used to match either the text on the left or the text on the right. We will spend $70 later. No, please don't. I don't have anything in this laptop. Well, I mean, it would be pretty funny if someone hacked it and I was like, oh, that means this is a chance to remove Windows and try Linux. It would just be an excuse and it would be an amazing YouTube title. Like, I got hacked my Windows laptop got hacked, so I'm turning to Linux now. It would probably would get a good views, right? Oh my god. The thing I enjoy the most is percussive nature of the language. Super rare combination. So okay. It's gonna be an interesting video, but so you know what? I don't want to do the reggae. So okay. So a few months ago, or like almost a year ago, I moved here, right, to Germany to finish my bachelor. At that time, I didn't bring my mechanical keyboard because the weight on my baggage was too much, because the weight that I use to measure the weight of my luggage was wrong. So at the airport, I need to take out the things that I wouldn't need, that's not necessary. One of those being my mechanical keyboard and my mechanical keyboard and my tripod that I use to make videos. So when I was in Germany, and after seeing the curriculum and actually studying there, we do a lot of coding, because the even though my degree was in electrical engineering, the curriculum in the German uni have a lot of computer engineering slash computer science courses. We have database, OOP, and we need to do a project in one of the department. And fortunately, one of the department that accepts us was for making application, web application in Raspberry Pi. So I realized, oh shit, we're going to do a lot of coding. And even though I love my Legion keyboard, I really miss typing using mechanical keyboard. But because I don't really have that much budget to spend, I went to Amazon and see very, very like cheap, one of those low tier or mid tiers mechanical keyboard for around like 20-25 euros. So even I already have this. So after I bought it and using it, I just realized it's a 60% keyboard. It doesn't have arrow. So because at that time I was coding a lot using arrows, shortcut, and everything, but then I realized I don't have arrows. How am I going to navigate through code faster? And from there, I discover Vim. So, as per this title that I wrote in one of my YouTube videos, is this one. So basically, this keyboard made me learn Vim. So it's another title ideas that I have is buying the wrong keyboard make me learn Vim. So that's basically it. That's why I'm still using Windows, but I'm using Vim. So yeah, it's basically by accident. So at the time, so okay, so I already went back to Indo, and I already now right now I bring my keyboard that is 75% and has the arrow, but I'm already and very comfortable with using like Vim and Vimotion. So it's kind of like a funny story, and I already made like a script. I think I already made like the intro video, so I want to make a long form videos for this. So I already have the script here. I just need to like shot it. But yeah, it was actually a pretty funny story, and I end up learning something new that is actually really really useful and help me navigate code and just yeah, this is better. And now I couldn't live without it. Even on Obsidian, I turned on Vim. Um, and to be honest, using this code editor inside of FreeCodeCamp is kind of annoying because I cannot enable Vmotion. So yeah, that's why I'm using Vim, but I'm still using Windows. And if you look at my early, very very early days of like coding every day, the very first week it was me learning WSL and learning to setting up Vim. So if you go back to like early, like 10 months ago, I think I started like 10 months ago, which is kind of sad. The thing is, that's why it's a not so every day because I had some gaps where I didn't really do it for like I think 3 weeks and then like 1 week, and so that's why I changed the title. Up until day 100, I was doing it every day, but then on 101, I changed it to not so because I was taking a lot of break. I was so tired, and I was also just finishing my thesis and everything. It was just such a needed break. So, but if you look at some of the early stream, some of the very very beginning, it was me learning to setting up new Vim in WSL, and yeah, I don't know if it's still here or not, but yeah, that's pretty much like the first few week was that. See here, I was watching video by Typecraft and like setting up new Vim, but then like yeah, so that's why I'm still using Vim, but on Windows. And the thing is, I'm still using a lot of Adobe video editing and photo editing stuff that I'm already like comfortable and I already understand the workflow and everything. So yeah, it's still kind of hard to leave Windows, even though it's getting very very terrible. And I'm really really interested in moving to Linux, but yeah, that's about it. No, no, no. It's a story about how buying the wrong keyboard made me learn Vim. So yeah, I think I wanna make this video. But the thing is, I forgot to bring that keyboard back, so I don't know if I could make um the a lot of B rolls using that keyboard, the 60% one, because right now I'm using my 75%. But I'm still using Vim, and it turns out to be a good thing. So yeah, that's the TLDR basically. And I do not want to continue this because I'm tired. Okay, let's go back here. I'll do until like step 15 and I'm done because man, this is suck. I don't know. No, no, no. Okay, I'll try to at least like 15 or 16. I don't know if this. Okay, this confuses me. Okay, do something else than procrastinate a bit. Okay, this a bit confuses me because of like the arrow function thing. Should I make it like this because or should I? How should I do it? Um, is there any other example that I got? Some does not mutate. Okay, the following examples test whether any element is in the array is bigger than 10. Some bigger. Oh, okay, wait. Should it just does that mean it's gonna reading about your future Linux distro maybe? Yes. It's from a lot of the videos and comments and Reddit. For me, I think it's either Pop OS or I forgot what's the other. Um, is it Overlord or Mint? Since to do like content creation as well. But that means I'm gonna need to start learning DaVinci as well and like moving off from Adobe. But yeah, because I think Pop OS is yeah by System 76. It uses like Ubuntu if I'm not mistaken underneath it, and it has like a cool um, desktop environment. I think they have their own desktop environment, and yeah, I think um, let's discover. Okay, let's see. I he uses IPTs. Yeah, it's based on Ubuntu, and Ubuntu is based off Debian. No, is it different? Yeah. Okay. So the OBS Studio is good. I think I need to start learning DaVinci then, because yeah, unleash your potential. OBS as always, of course, because without OBS, I wouldn't be streaming this. So, and I think I want to move off from Photoshop into Canva, Photoshop alternative. I forgot the name that they make the product free. What is it called again? Affinity. Like I mean, Affinity Photo and Designer is free, right? So this is such a good thing to do, and I believe they are available for Linux. And it's such a cool thing that Canva make them free, even though I know. Oh, it's also good for photo editing, I guess. Okay, definitely gonna try Affinity, but we'll see how it goes. Affinity Photo Linux. Oh, okay, it works on Linux. Running on Linux. Okay, it has to run with. Oh, okay, if you can do wine or bottle. Okay, so we still need to use the wine or something. Wine or bottles. Open a terminal and run sudo install wine, then run the script. Bottles, install bottles. Okay, that means totally ready. It's just that I need to learn DaVinci. Yeah, all the other stuff, it's good, I guess. Arduino IDE, KiCad. I'm not using that. Ooh, Nix? Really? Is it okay? Let's check Nix OS. Declarative build and deploy. Nix is a tool that takes a unique approach to package management and configuration. Package management and system configure how to make a procedural, creative, and reliable system. You will use basic Nix command to obtain almost any piece of software. Okay, well, what's the difference? Interesting, but that's interesting. The package manager is actually the most complete one in Linux. Okay. It actually could be just one, but okay, I understand. Okay, I get it now. I get it now. Doesn't need that. We can just remove this and take this statement, but it's okay. After choosing your distro, you do next year's your DE KDE Plasma. I think they can use it and using the best my daily driver though. How is it so far? And Do you use other like software? Do you use like other like software? Do you use other software besides like uh like code editor, like so it's IDE editor, etc.? Like how is it doing? Like I don't know. The thing is like, do you use like video editor? Like, is it good if I use video editor with Nix? Like, I have never really do any research based off that, but Nix OS, Da Vinci. Let's see if that works. Okay, it definitely worked. Like you mentioned that this package manager for Nix OS is like the most complete. Let's check YouTube for like Nix OS. Like I heard it before, but I've never really delved deep into like Nix OS KDE.
Have you noticed such a fast FEC in Linux communities? You are used to seeing Arch, Debian, Ubuntu, etc. But this logo raises many questions. Moreover, it is unclear.
Почему люди постоянно это советуют. И происходит это везде, включая Reddit, YouTube, Телегу и так далее. Везде пишут про тот самый NixOS. Я это говорю не просто так. Зайдите под любое мое видео про Linux. Это писали в комментах на YouTube и также лично мне в LS. Я же сидел на Arch Linux и вообще не понимал, что может быть круче Arch. Я тестил Linux Mint, Ubuntu, Debian, Manjaro, также отдельно Arch Linux и прочие дистры. И вот именно в Arch мне устраивает полностью все. Если на Manjaro у меня постоянно ломалась система, то на Arch я уже сижу более 2 лет, постоянно обновляюсь, не получаю ошибки и поломки. Все работает четко, без зависаний и проблем.
Okay, maybe in English, please, because this is such a okay. Let's do the Fireship video.
Nix, a purely functional package manager and system configuration tool that allows developers to say it works on my machine with absolute confidence. It was created in 2003 by Ilko Dolstra, who wrote his PhD thesis on a purely functional software deployment model. 20 years later, it's used by tons of software projects like Mozilla Firefox, Google's IDX, and of course, NixOS, a complete Linux distro based on this package manager. But why Nix? When you set up your own Linux server, the default approach is to SSH into it and start running a bunch of commands that you copied from random places on the internet. The problem is that it quickly becomes impossible to reproduce the state of your machine, and if you mess something up, there's no undo button. Nix users don't have these problems because it provides its own declarative language to define packages, network settings, the file system, environment variables.
Wait, you can declare your own file system? Wait, hold up. What?
And start running a bunch of commands that you copied from random places on the internet. The problem is that it quickly becomes impossible to reproduce the state of your machine, and if you mess something up, there's no undo button. Nix users don't have these problems because it provides its own declarative language to define packages, network settings.
Whoa, you can like set up everything basically?
The file system.
Okay, that's cool. Okay.
Variables, users, and everything else you need.
But what if I don't want to configure everything by myself? Like
.nix file. This file is like a blueprint that can now reproduce the same machine over and over again. Now,
so it's like a Docker file.
Changes to this config are transactional or atomic, meaning everything succeeds or fails together. A huge advantage of that is when you screw something up, you can easily roll back to the previous state. It's like having a time machine for your machine. This is possible because in the Nix store, each package and its dependencies are stored in a separate directory identified by a unique cryptographic hash, which guarantees that packages won't interfere with each other. And with Nix Shell, you can create unique environments for all of your projects. That means side-by-side installation for all of your tools and their different versions without the need for version managers like NVM, virtual env, or rustup. Because it's all declarative and deterministic, you can organize your configs as flakes and then trade them with your friends like their Pokemon cards. To get started, install the Nix package manager, or better yet, live boot NixOS to try it out as a full Linux distro. Inside the etc directory, you'll find a configuration.nix file. You can think of this file as a function that returns a dictionary or hash map. At the top, we have parameters for config, which gives us access to the entire configuration, and packages, which includes all the packages available on NixOS. Next, with imports, we can break up our config into multiple smaller files to keep things organized. But the real magic of Nix is being able to configure the entire system right here, like set the bootloader to Grub2, or set the time zone to Arizona, or add a user like Alice who has sudo privileges. Not only is that way more efficient efficient than the user add command in Linux, but it's explicit, declarative, and reproducible. Now, if I want to add a new package like Metasploit, I can add it here and then run nixos rebuild switch. This will download the package and all of its dependencies and rebuild the system. Pretty cool, but what's really awesome is that if we made a mistake, we can list out all of the generations and then easily roll back to a previous version. This has been Nix in 100 seconds.
So it's not only a distro, but yeah, I'm still confused. This is the arch enemy. Okay, so it is one step below Docker, right? It's like a for an operating system level. Or no, it's not apples to oranges, it's apples to oranges. I understood that reference. Yeah. That's very nice. I like that. Since the rebuild started with the explicitly adding nothing. Gar nichts, genau. Oh god, I think I'm in. But it's okay. It's interesting. Very nice. I see that's the thing. I want to explore with Linux more. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Interesting. Okay, that is actually very interesting. Yeah, Mozap in Linux actually better than Windows alternative though. I use Inkscape, GIMP, Ardor Draw, OBS, and Blender. Yeah, declarative cool, right? Then you can just get clone from others. Yeah. Oh, okay, that's actually pretty good. If you compare it with Docker, it's far better than Docker. Configs actual programming language. Interesting indeed. Well, okay, let's try to buy a cheap mini PC and just like go ham at it, I guess. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna stop at 15, and we're just gonna try to continue tomorrow. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. That was interesting. I think I should really start doing Linux stuff. Maybe let's find like a cheap. I don't know if I have the budget, but let's look for like mini PC to like make a server here, like a I said Northern. This is only the case though. Oh wow, it looks nice. But holy, that is tiny. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Schenken, huh? To give away, huh? Ooh, or Dell Optilex or something like 3R. I think 3 years is quite far. Oh, this should be fun. We can just play around with. Okay, with only 8 gigs. It's okay in this economy. Oh, you can customize them. Oh, that is okay. Like run experiment with local model, yeah. I think. Oh, I just saw like is it tiny or okay? Like yeah, the 1 to 3 billion parameters, like the 7 billion parameters, probably it's doable. Okay, not okay. Can you run? Okay, run locally. Ooh, okay. Still need some even okay. We'll find a way or like experiment. But yeah, again, thank you very much for watching. I hope everyone have a great day, evening, night, or whatever. Uh, happy weekdays, even though I'm not sure if that's a happy thing or not. But it's already Sunday and it's about to be Monday. But I hope everyone will have an amazing Monday ahead, and I could get an offer somewhere. So I'll see you guys on another stream. Bye bye. Wait, yeah, let me end the stream first. But yeah, I definitely would love to experiment more with Linux. Definitely. But of course, I need to buy like a monitor arm because as you can see, like this audio is way better than when it's like far. So yeah. Ooh, we got 50 views and nice.